guys, it's been a minute. And I guess I should say Happy New Year because I haven't talked to you guys since the last of December, I think. And basically, it has been pretty hectic throughout the last of the year and even the beginning of the year because commissions kind of backed up and everything was on time. I mean, I didn't have any problems. It was just that there was a lot of it, and thankfully people just understood that the time frame was longer. Now, because of it, I haven't had much time to talk to you guys. Also, I have had no time for myself, so I've been kind of trying to regroup and figure out where am I going in 2020. So other than that, if you're new here, welcome. I know we got some new people, some new subscribers, so I want to say thank you so much for subscribing. My name is Shirley and I'm the creator behind Hooper Creations. So today I'm bringing you guys a review of this new sketchbook, and the reason I got it was because I want to start doing some tutorials and some more classes, probably Skillshare classes, and I wanted to have something kind of just dedicated to it, but something bigger because I am currently using the Artisa sketchbook, which is about half of the size. So I didn't want it to be so small for the tutorials or the classes, and so I decided to go for a bigger one, and it seems like everybody agrees this is a good sketchbook. You know, Amazon was putting it on my face every time, so I finally gave out and bought it. So it was about $15, and I get free shipping because I have Prime, and I'm pretty excited to try it. So let's look at the specs. Here, the book itself, it's 5.5 inches times 8.25. It has 60 pages, which is less pages than my other two that were 80 pages, but I'm not too worried about it. And then the paper is acid free. How many pounds is this paper? It's 95 pounds. Well, that's under what I'm used to. Normally 110, I think, is what the least. I don't remember how much was the Artisa, but I'll put a note up so you guys can see it. And anyways, we'll try this one and see how it works. So far, it arrived on time, obviously, with Amazon, and I like the size of it. I think it's a good size for tutorials. It fits perfectly in the camera right here with you guys. And so far, it's kind of the texture out here is kind of similar to the Artisa. It's kind of like a canvas finish here. It has a little strap to hold it, and let's see in the inside. So right here we have a little space to kind of write your information in case if you lose your book. I can definitely tell the paper is thinner, and the texture, it's very, very flat. I mean, there's not much texture there at all. There's texture, but you can't really tell. It's very, very minimal. I like how flat it lays. It's obviously hand-sewn. We can see the thread here. I really like books like that. I like they can be all flat. I like how it feels so far. Most of them lay pretty flat because normally, like, the first page is great and the second page, and then when you get to the middle, then it doesn't lay as flat as you want it. But this one seems to be doing pretty good. Oh no, it looks like there's some staining from this and this page. This is the middle of the book, but it has this little divider. It seems like it's leaving a trail of ink in there from the dye. I don't like that too much, but I mean, it's that sketchbook, and it was $15, so I'm not gonna complain too much about it. Oh no, it seems like the thread is coming undone here as well. I hope that doesn't affect it too much. And then it has this little pocket in the back. The Artisa book had the same thing, and I didn't know what to do with it if you watch my review on that. And then I ended up putting just some random pieces of like little paintings I made for like tutorials and things. This was when I tried Artisa watercolors, so I made this. So that's what I ended up using it for. I just put those in there. So I guess I'm gonna do the same thing here with this one. So as you guys may know, I basically work mainly on watercolor, and I do color pencil here and there. I don't enjoy it as much because it takes a long time, so that's why I don't do it as much. I like kind of watercolor, even though it takes me some time. I feel like I can finish it in one day, a very elaborated painting, but when it comes to color pencils, it takes me a few days, so that's why I don't do it as much. But then once in a while I wake up and I go like, oh, it's time to make a painting with color pencils. So that's when those videos show up here. But let's do a sketch right now, and I think I'm gonna do a rhinoceros, because I haven't done ever a rhinoceros. I don't ever remember drawing one, and I don't know why, because they are like magnificent creatures. So let's just do this. I might make some mistakes because, like I said, I've never made one. So I'm just looking at some pictures here on my screen. I'm just kind of elaborating from there. This one maybe a little smaller. And if you're wondering, this is Faber-Castell watercolor pencil. I've seen a lot of artists use watercolor pencils for their sketches, so I thought to give it a try. I use graphite for the most part, and what I use normally is this woodless pencils, and they don't have wood, and I like it because they last longer, but it's kind of hard to get them to be really sharp. That's the only downside with that. But I've used color pencils, or I should say pencils, since I started sketching when I was, I don't know, like 10 years old. And you know, it's really weird to see red on my paper lately. I had used it, to be honest, for my commission work. I still use graphite, but once in a while, since I do the sketch, and then sometimes like I don't do it too light, or sometimes I just erase over after I do it because I did it too far, then I miss parts, so I have to redraw it. So I have used this one in that manner, and I don't find it like it really blends in with the watercolors too much. But like I said, it had only been like a little piece, not like a whole painting. So this is the first time I actually used this pencil for like a whole sketch or whole painting. So I hope it works because it's in my sketchbook, and then I can't just throw the paper and start all over. But I think it will. I mean, if it doesn't, then I'll, whatever, you know, I'll just show the sketch underneath, which could be pretty cool. Okay, so here's his nose. Some wrinkles. also love her. These animals are so beautiful. I mean, nature in general, everything out there is just beautiful. There's not a single thing I don't find in nature beautiful. Even the most aggressive animals out there, they're just gorgeous, and there's no reason why we can't appreciate every single one of them out there. Okay, well, that's my sketch, and now I'm gonna pull out my watercolors and see how this is gonna work. I think I'm gonna do it sketch style anyways. Okay, and if you're wondering, these are Daniel Smith watercolors, and I love Daniel Smith. Mainly because they have all those test sheets, and then I was able to test all of them before I even bought any, so I kind of just got really into being able to test them all. And then when I got the sheet of it, I fell in love with so many colors. Like this black is Mars black, I think it is, or lunar black, and I really love the granulation of it. Before, I never cared too much about granulation, but it leaves such a beautiful texture, and then when I mix it with other colors, it's amazing. And my microphone ran out of batteries. I'm sorry, guys. But going back to sketchbook, actually the first wash was pretty good. I was surprised because the paper was only 95 pounds, and then it held its shape very well with the first wash, which was very heavy with water. So I was happy about that. Other than that, I just kept working on the rhino with the watercolor for a while. Here with the color pencils, I was surprised to see it reacted very well. It didn't went through the pages, which was my problem with the Arteza sketchbook, and I was very happy. I even tried to burnish, and it didn't went through. I think I can still use the page behind it, right behind it, to make another sketch. And I also use the ink fine liner because some of you may use it, and it worked perfectly. It didn't bleed on the back or anything, so that was great for that as well. Okay guys, overall I'm really happy with the sketchbook. As you can see, it doesn't buckle that much. It reacted very well with both watercolor, color pencil, and ink as well. So I was happy with that, and right now I'm just gonna go ahead and add my name. And if you want to follow me, please follow me at Shirley Hooper Art, and also subscribe to my channel if you want. And it's important to note that on this side of the paper you could also make a painting because it has the same texture as the rest of the pages. So thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time, guys. Bye bye.